Yes. Oh, yeah, this is pretty, like, happy music, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I hear it now.
They awfully disrespectful to this man. It's crazy.
So, oh, you're breathing.
My bad.
Thanks to
Pulled
that
it away.
so-called detective, I'm even more stuck inside this cabin than I was
Wait,
before. For the
wait,
time
where?
being, I suppose I'll just have to focus my efforts on investigating in here. My bad, I hit move and Ryunosuke said, fuck this guy.
Okay, okay.
I think we were going to talk to him?
We had to examine the guy. Yeah, I think we were investigating the room, and I think he's the last. Yeah.
Yeah, everything seems to be in tip-top shape.
You gotta say like he says, you know.
What does he say?
You know how he says it. Excuse me.
No. Excuse me.
What?
Was I this guy? No, I wasn't.
No, I guess it was me. It's fine.
Hold on, I took a big sip and it's...
We even started.
I'm getting into the mood, okay? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
I'm on Cosmo's profile. Hold on. By accident. I swear. Every
Thanks,
time I
sip.
play this game, I hit. I hit the triggers every time, like with my thigh or something, and like it will go into the menus every single time.
I think everyone does that. I've seen that happen a lot.
I do it. No, there's like me. I did it all through my playthrough. It's crazy.
Would you mind if I investigated a little outside? No?
Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true. I see.
Sorry?
The criminal asking prison guard to keep him, help him escape. Very funny. This man ain't laughing.
He called me a clown. This is like, how many times has Skip been called a little funny clown guy? This has happened at least twice.
I think it's just the way he looks. He doesn't look like he can be taken seriously. He's a baby. Have you seen his eyes?
He's like really mad and people laugh at him. He's like, "Aw, he's upset. Aw." He's like actually pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
He's like that little like hand puppet of the little bear that they put the angry eyebrows on. That's Ryunosuke. We're in the middle of the sea.
Call it Charlie's streaming JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
I just saw him. Anyways, continue.
There's no chance of me escaping.
Yet. You stay in this cabin at the next port. Then it is up to Hong Kong police to decide what they do with you. You stay.
Alright. There's no point in trying to appeal to this man's better nature, that's for sure. I do that with customers when they argue and I'm like, alright.
I clicked the door.
Okay.
When I went for help and the crewmen forced the door open, the bolt had been firmly closed.
It's quite a small bolt and not... Oof! I had to sneeze. And not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading something once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw bolts across from outside the room in a situation like this.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of the detective stories myself. But the door in this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
She glares at me like that. I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine.
Oh god.
Yo, Genshin Impact players would see him and call him thick. Look at that. Oh, look over there.
The crewman. Do you mean he wasn't there before, was he?
That's what I thought.
Why don't we try to talk to him?
Probably because I'm likely to get yelled at again. But I suppose I could try. Yo, flat ass, what's going on?
It's so disrespectful.
You hated this man up and down when you played the game. You're like, oh, this guy, I
Listen,
can't believe he's
it's
here.
because what he did, his actions, not him as a person. It was his actions. He infuriated me.
So
I
just
was,
because
I was ready to strangle him.
just because he did something wrong doesn't mean like I can't clown on his looks.
You can
Is
do what
that-
you want.
Is that? Is something wrong? Naruhodo-san?
I like how Susato does not
She doesn't emote. She just stands there. Oh no. It's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help but feeling like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir?
There he is.
Oh, is he talking? Like,
Yeah.
is that him? Okay. What voice did I give him? Oh my god.
He was like kind of like melancholy.
Yes. What can I do for you? I don't remember, man.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh my god. My neighbor's arguing outside. Hold on.
Oh my god. Well,
It's like you're like actually yelling. Oh well. Let's keep going.
oh no.
I recognize that face, but it can't be. Oh my god, it's in English! It is!
British!
He's British!
I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga?
I like how he wipes his blood on a freaking white cloth or his white sleeve. Like,
Alright.
bruh.
Couldn't even do the black.
Give him a handkerchief, man. Hello again.
What are you doing here?
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped.
Nearly stopped, I hope.
I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board this ship.
Again?
You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
I mean, like, yeah?
It's my job.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Please ask.
It's like going up to like a CVS and telling the cashier like, you seem to really love checking items out. Well, yeah, it's my job.
Sato was like, no!
I never expected to see this man on board. Did he saw? It's
That's me right
nasty.
now. I have to like mute to cough a second.
Go ahead. It can't be any worse than the 2-5
Oh my
situation
God.
I had in February.
You go.
the like made somebody sound like they're gonna cry. That's how bad it was. Just. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. I'm
Okay.
going to present to him my badge. I think he would like it a lot. Inspector, can I show you this?
What the? Is that a fabled Imperial Yume University pin
Yeah,
badge?
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not really sure if it's fabled exactly, but
So, you're a genuine student then? Postnaga, where were you in 1-1? What happened?
I mean, I go to school, I wouldn't... Sorry?
Nothing. Like me. With my general schooling, you're something much greater. Is that what you were trying to say? What?
Can I have my badge back, please?
Did he snatch it out of his hand?
He was straight up like...
And I show him my picture of Cosmo.
What do you think of this? Have you seen this photograph yet, Inspector? Damn!
Oh my god.
Oh dear, are you alright, Inspector?
He overreacted like that's his friend.
Yes,
like that's his
sorry.
eyeball.
I'm fine. I was hoping to hide my upset with a fit cough and spluttering. I'm usually very good at it.
Spluttering?
To stifle my... I guess? But trying to stifle my feelings seems to have stifled my cough this time. What? What feelings? What feelings?
He's more distraught than Ryunosuke was, like...
Apparently he got to a coughing fit.
It's also sad.
Asugi-san, such a promising young man. The Empire had such high hopes for him.
He has such huge tits, too.
I had such high hopes for him, even though I'm just a detective. Matsunaga?
Damn, we.
Wait,
How
I've
is
never
it?
seen that dialogue.
Right? I don't think we ever showed her the photograph.
No.
We're all going to miss you, Kazuma.
No!
What the heck? Put that away! So what about the newspaper? Can I show you this newspaper, Inspector? Okay, well...
I'm sorry, but I can't read Russian very well.
Oh no, that's alright. I know what it says. Sus? Oh,
So you
Lord.
just wanted to point out your university level linguistic talents, is that it?
Sorry?
Why is he taking everything so
He's...
Nothing like me, with my regular schooling. There's something much greater. Is that what you were trying to say? What?
Sorry, I forget I mentioned it. He's like... something wrong with him. You wanna read his diary with me? Oh!
What's... Oh! Wait, I've never presented this stuff to him. What's that?
It's Kazuma's diary. I forgot
Quick.
that I'm Ryunosuke.
DGS music, stop.
Pause.
Pause! Pause!
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange. In what way?
He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Go to you.
Speckled band. That is strange.
Yeah, so still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is...
Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it?
You're very astute, Inspector.
What, did he notice the ventilator or something?
Clearly joins the next door cabin.
That's right. So if we can investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was.
Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you.
Really? You're willing to do that?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the first class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove these handcuffs, though.
But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders?
I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do.
Thank you.
Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave this cabin at last.
Move. Alright, let's see what we can find out. Everyone, get out of my way. Wait! What do you say? Do you think if I show him the paper seal?
Oh.
He will.
I should do that. Ah, this is the paper seal that was stuck over the wardrobe doors this morning, isn't it?
That's right. To try to stop the cabin steward from opening it up and discovering me.
Wouldn't it have been better to write it in English if you didn't know Russian?
Maybe, but Ofuda paper amulets like this are part of our culture, Inspector. Yeah, he knows. He's Japanese, Ryunosuke. And I thought if I made it look creepy enough, people would be too scared to want to look inside.
It isn't easy being a stowaway, is it? I don't know half of it, Hosnagar.
You weren't there last night, let me tell you that much. Alright, let's get out of this cabin.
You see this cabin? It's shambles.
I did that. See that stain on the bed? Say no more. Oh, I didn't read the date. 7th of January, 7:48 a.m.
9th of January?
Yes. For you! I'm finally out of this cabin.
There's rats on this boat.
The fleas on them is what made the bubonic plague happen. FYI. I thought that was Susato talking. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be. And this is the most luxurious accommodation. Yeah, this ship sucks.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Susato had to go to freaking. Even so, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Really? That must be awful. Whoa! Oh, look over there.
I don't remember this, man.
Damn,
so long.
Man-splain, man-spread, manipulate.
Let's go.
That's another crewman keeping watch. And he looks enormous, even if he's sitting down. Yeah.
The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in who shouldn't.
I said, you don't have to raise the fucking handcuffs. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs?
I'm in gay baby jail, help me.
Help me, I'm being caught, I'm gay. I'm gay.
Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
My sister in Christ, he came in a trunk and has not left the room ever. Well, yes, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first. Exactly. His circadian rhythm is thrown off. He doesn't know what's going on. Ever. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe.
It must have been a very trying time for you.
Please, don't give me that pitying look. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to look at the ship records. That's a huge book on top of the table there, and there's a pen next to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it? He's just gonna let us do that? Okay.
I mean, as long as we ain't trying to go through the door, I guess.
Yeah.
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment.
So they're speaking.
Are y'all
English
speaking
at this
Japanese?
point.
They are.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor.
Their accent's probably like, throwing them off or something.
Actually, she said Naruhodo-san though, so they're speaking Japanese.
She did. Yeah.
Unless if he said that in English and then was like, oh, he didn't say anything back.
Anyway, last night's logs is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to look at the boarding bell. Emergency bell? What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it? It looks like a booby.
That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm.
It says, press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Oh, this I have to see.
What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it.
This is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs.
No, you can't. You can't. You're literally the suspect. You can't just be like, emergency, get me out of these handcuffs.
He said this I have to see. I don't believe
you know
him.
Full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring the vessel to a complete standstill for no good reason, you'll be in an even worse situation.
I wish everything could just stop, ship included.
If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else.
You're right. Start screaming at the top of my lungs. I'll look at that cheese on the ground. Shunosuke!
Ah, a trap for catching mice.
Yeah, see, I have plenty of those back home in Japan. But they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait.
Chalk?
It's cheese, actually?
Let me see. Yes, I think that what it's called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows.
This is their first encounter seeing cheese on the floor.
Yeah, they don't know what cheese is. Also, it's funny as Sato just could turn to her little book. Her book has like literally everything in it.
It does. I mean, it's her little book of knowledge. Library of Alexandria. Cheese. I wonder what it tastes like. Shunosuke real.
You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Really? But I suppose you're right. What, you want to eat do you want to eat the cheese?
You were actually going to try it, were you?
This man curious.
All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Leftovers.
Let's just say he had a little something to wash down his meal with, alright? Ew.
Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later.
I believe if we touch the door, he will yell at us, so I'm gonna do that.
Wait, are we gonna look at the ship section?
I'm looking at the door. I don't think you can go in, because he'll say something to you.
The second door? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to.
Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled man emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. White man jump scare.
Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me, we, need to get inside this cabin here. I don't know anything.
This sailor's eyes speak volumes. They're clearly saying keep out.
That's what I wrote on the sign we put over the wardrobe doors. Though this man's version is definitely more effective.
It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass.
That's a problem. Alright, now I'm gonna look at ship section. This looks like a plan of the SS... You're right. I thought he was gonna stay there. This looks like a plan of the SS Buria. It shows its deck, look.
The Bruya is a large-scale steamship with a third-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering.
Nah, this ship was terrible.
Wait until 1914, am I right? Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how is it that such a large lump of metal just doesn't sink into the bottom of the ocean? It's called hydrodynamics, my brother.
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruto-san.
It is?
Well, consider the Japanese...
Word.
Yeah?
Word.
Hold on, I got you. Google.com.
Archipelago? Hey, how do
this.
Let me hear that.
Archipelago.
Whoa!
There.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Japanese archipelago. Okay, alright.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Enoch.
Enoch. The islands of Japan?
Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Well, I suppose so. Girl, your math don't add up.
What?
It's not floating. Come on.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna look at the door next to him and then we'll look at him.
That's the way to the second-class area of the ship. Is something wrong?
I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me. Boy, you've shown this to us 8 times. I already know.
Nah, he's gotta show it again.
I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead.
Where's his gun?
Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there.
It wasn't funny. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. Kazu would be like, ooh, good move, eyeball.
We're looking at him.
Excuse me, but could I ask you something? I don't know what this guy is gonna sound like. I know it's gonna be me, but what? But how? And why?
Russian accent, go.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Come on, you can do it.
I'm thinking.
You
You little stowaway murderer. That's
there you go.
not good.
It's fine. Make it deeper.
That wasn't a good start, was it?
Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask you something?
You little third-class lady's maid? Don't say that to her!
Okay. Oh.
Leave her alone! Get a job! We seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, so stop the sound.
Thursday.
She doesn't deserve this. I am not sailor. My mother gave me name.
Beef Stroganoff.
I am senior crewman Biff Stroganoff. Whew. The best thing to avoid eye contact, I think. Oh. Mr. Stroganoff, about this first-class cabin area? Here we are in finest part of Buria steamship, for very important reasons. What sort of a very important reasons? Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I'm always guarding this place.
They got on a ship that was just for, like, literally secretive operations.
Right? So I wasn't so good. It was just a ship.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Listen, cheap. Cheap.
Cheapo. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside.
Oh.
I'm not stupid. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you?
If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied?
Oh, huh? Who? What's that?
I don't know, I remember it.
Anyway. Susato-san, did you understand that?
It sounded like "da." I think it's probably Russian for yes or no.
Genius. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least.
Yes, it's tantalizing.
No, let's talk about last night.
Last night was cool.
Are you at watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? All the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out.
Well,
what are you gonna do, huh?
I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy. His teeth were huge. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Het, he called me straight. Susato-san, did you understand that?
It was clearly a no.
I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all. You didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way? You want to hold eye contact with me? I said no! Sorry! I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. Just you have such beautiful little doe-like eyes, Ryunosuke. He got a little flustered, right? Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands.
Okay.
That's
The microaggression.
Alright, exactly. That was harsh.
Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard?
That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time, I never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there was anyone there. You're too busy getting felt up in that wardrobe, Ryunosuke.
Well, presumably, since the gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right?
Well,
that is not your business. Fair. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. Bulkhead to second-class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Or as English say, when the pigs fly. Yes, I understand. Ah, this sucks.
Good. Now we can investigate the area properly, shall we?
Definitely. What are we gonna do? I guess look at the door again. Because he'll let us in, right? This is it. This is the cabin next to ours, the one the ventilator connects to.
Yes, the ventilator from which Cosmo-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
I think we read this.
We did. Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Haha. Yeah, he knocked like a man. He said,
"Excuse me."
No answer.
Scary. Everyone else can tries to break in your house at 3 a.m. Excuse me. Hold on a moment.
It's a pretty tree.
Help me.
We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying. Oh, what was that? It came from inside the cabin.
Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman.
Stand aside. Who's standing aside? Me? Oh.
Stand aside.
I forgot he was coming in.
He just came up. I'm about to break down the door.
Mr. Sholmes!
I shan't be stopped.
He's so aggressive. I'm about to do it.
Rolled in. I can't wait to hear his theme again. It was chicken.
It was God.
I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. I got stuck a second. My bad. My brain.
Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What prey can I kick?
I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. He's like, I gotta kick, son. I gotta kick, son.
What's wrong with him?
99th of January. Yeah, we've been here for a while. That's this booty a first class cabin too. I take sip.
Who are you?
Whoa.
I don't know how to. She's obviously.
She. You mean he?
Him.
A Russian gentleman. This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd.
Oh my goodness, he's on scissors.
As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin.
True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed?
Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Gripsy Roylott, I believe? Yes, that's me, and you are? I am the one and only and actual Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt.
Just blew into the mic, I bet. Oh!
I am a great detective amongst great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you must trust me completely.
The man uses that magazine like a business card.
You say he hands you the whole magazine.
Like, oh, thanks.
A detective? I do not trust detectives. I don't know what voice to say this. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls.
But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time.
Wait, I'm the lady? Me?
Wait.
Huh?
So might I be so bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid!
You just called me a bottom.
How could anyone in a small trunk like that? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside someone's trunk?
Don't look at me! Oh! There's a baby in there!
Oh my! Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes! The case just shook! Shooketh!
Leave! Now! Otherwise, I'll call the steward!
So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, I guess he just said that out loud.
Let's see if we can find some clues before the burly sailor returns. Oh, the music in here, I forgot.
Move out of the...
Wait, what happened?
Oh, what are you doing in there?
Oh my goodness, I've forgotten.
He's just a funny little guy. Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes?
You need only address me as Sholmes.
That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? That reminds me of something that happened to me, yesterday that I didn't tell you about.
This means I was resting.
He gets it. Go ahead.
Why, I was resting, of course.
Okay.
Resting? Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the water whilst waiting. Whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers protection into service. There you go. And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come.
You think Sholmes
I
Fortnite
get to be
dances?
stupid.
Yes.
Am I mistaken?
Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. Oh, just wait, Ryunosuke. He's gonna be wrong in a second.
Observe closely.
Observe this.
Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to using against a Russian hiding a secret?
Richard Nixon, I think.
Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians.
Right.
Can you imagine how the Russians will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please! Well then, what you're about to see may well astound you. I'm about to apply my greatest detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Where's that picture from Tails Gets Trolled when, like, Knuckles is like, I'm about to smoke weed, I'm smarter when I'm high.
Oh my god. Oh, I see what you put here in the AU links. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I found it. Shadow, trust me, this plan will be better because I'm gonna smoke my smart weed. I'm smarter when I'm high. That's it. I'll link it to you. Are you gonna read, Are you gonna read?
Yeah, hold on. Could this man be a more heck and I portrayal of a dubious Russian? I ask you. What? From time to time it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious an account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness?
I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone. I bet I was enjoying my bagel. Same you did.
That's fine.
That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially at first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment.
Shh! I must have complete silence! This man says shh!
Quiet, woman! I'm thinking!
What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertibly. No, I read that wrong. Incontrovertible conclusions?
Convertible.
What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. I mean, yeah. Are you not? And number two, the other conclusion I've drawn. You are, at the very moment, no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. I mean, he's right and he's wrong. But he right.
Right for the wrong reasons.
Does it not?
Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes.
That was a great deduction?
Chisato looks so, offended.
Right?
Nothing can
Serious.
Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he has deduced all there is to know about a person.
What? What an ineffable twaddle. Ryunosuke is pissed off.
Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the great adventures of Herlock Sholmes. And now I've experienced the astounding impact of this great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true.
I can hardly believe it, but all the color is drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are right.
How could you? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. Let's explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions.
You know, there's a pair that I miss.
Oh. Yes?
There's a pair that I miss. If only he was still with us. But there's another pair waiting for me in England. Let's go.
Let's go! Yes. So do I accordingly invite you to upon a journey to logically discover. Let us board the train of reasoning. Logically discover these.
Oh!
Let's plainly let us work through my deductions together.
Wait, I'm deducting that?
Yeah.
Deduct this.
The game is afoot. Here we go. Old man's identity. So, the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously. What catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now, we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring at us in the face. You were on the verge of using these shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Now, moving on. The question then begged is this. Why would you decide to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clearly evidence to shed light on the matter. Regardless, if you will, the morning's newspaper, in particular, the fascinating first-page article. Are you going with me, or have I just been
I'm going with you. I've been going with you. I was just finishing my bagel.
Okay. I know, I was just like, oh my god, I was like, I didn't know if Ami was like away or something real quick.
I was eating.
Which would appear that you have read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary.
The question mark, like what? Huh?
In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary, Villain... Oh, gosh.
Bolshevik.
Villain Bolshevik. Please, Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. That's schnoz.
You're right.
Having noted the article yourself, you decide to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. Oh, I love that little hand movement.
Same.
You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Villain Bolshevik.
Bolshevik.
Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand.
You know what? It is your bad.
Revolutionary on the run. I mean, we're there, but we're... What am I doing? Look at my eyelashes.
He's beautiful.
Now, as for my second conclusion...
He's a baddie if only he wasn't wrong.
Very...
Oh! Dang it. Oh no.
What happened?
I'm dropping things.
Oh my god. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unaware.
Oh shit.
People have a... What's happening to you?
It's square instead of X. I don't know why it was so serious, to be honestly.
People have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Oh. And I assure you, I speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth.
Oh, I wouldn't know that, Shones, because I recently read something about you. You use your mouth a lot, so...
The intimacy lies within the furtive glance.
If you watch the first cutscene of Dark Souls, you would know that it's pronounced furtive, as in the furtive pygmy so easily forgotten. Okay?
sits before our very eyes. Yes, that traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps. Once light enough to fit therein. That sentence. Don't be absurd. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? He's like...
right off the mark. He needs a partner to put him into shape.
Not well, yeah. Suited to life of crime, are we? Your careless
It's Doyle. Cirque du Soleil. Coup de grace.
Once again, we need only follow your furtive.
Becky, how dare you?
Furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can easily be found in the papers of this newspaper. But there is another, most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Oh, we're there, but
There she is.
Then it starts making you think when he brings this up.
Yeah.
Did you fit her in there? It's just like, wait, what? Renowned.
Oh God.
Hello. Renowned prima ballerina of the
Nova Vic Ballet disappears from Shanghai.
Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. She's only like 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova.
Easy as let's.
Kidnapping of a young ballerina.
That seems plausible. I believe it.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma. Elementrsky.
You didn't have to say that one.
Elementsky.
Elementsky.
Susato's just like,
Susato-san.
Like, Susato, that wasn't it, was it?
That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about. Was it?
This man! I forgot how silly his little deductions get.
Can't wait to 2-3's deduction. Is Becky Boo typing? Was she supposed to be reading her line?
Yes, I will.
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know.
She's like,
But that did seem a little different somehow.
I mean, look at him.
Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could you come here a moment?
Get over here.
Yeah?
Pray, what can I do for you?
It's about
your deduction.
It's about your deductions. Would you mind?
Not at all. Go on.
First of all, what the fuck was that? Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but... These two men look nothing like each other.
Ah, yes, I recall our discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you But the man is a revolutionary. Whoa. Able to revolutionize his own appearance. God.
He's so long.
In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina?
Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young fool.
Not at first glance. It is too small. Clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child in that case, even if you pushed really hard.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know?
Haven't you heard?
No! The young lady is 15!
No, I didn't know. How could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from that case.
Some years ago I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men. Trope? A trope of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote certain liveliness of their bodies?
Vinegar?
For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. His words get me every time, that's why I try not to laugh.
He's got a lot of words to say.
You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes.
This whole thing is turning into a circus.
Wait until we get told that we need to go back to the circus.
Ryunosuke, you are the head clown of the circus, don't get me wrong here, alright?
I'm waiting.
Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deduction just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter, almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off.
Your idea of a little might be a little off itself, Mr. Sato.
It's just one of two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. Though I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for the alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some keywords in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactful. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind.
This man is a lot of work.
At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me.
He's not wrong. It's not that funny.
And I'll hand you, my good fellow.
Sorry.
Take a moment to look at your wrists.
My wrists?
This man...
Oh my goodness.
Where are your handcuffs?
Huh? How did...
I
Put your
felt
hands
they
down!
may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of seduction.
I don't believe it!
This man wants to dip me.
It's that kiss her real hard on the lips to be like, we're gonna do our little
Mr.
dance of
Sholmes,
deduction.
You are a marvel.
Sasha's just standing there like the third wheel. She's just like, this is what it is.
This is awkward. Woman standing.
Oh, it doesn't pop up? Hold on.
I'm gonna send me the man. It's gotta be the woman standing emote.
This is Susato.
There we go.
And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished.
I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this.
So, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
He like grabs my dick. Like really hard. No! My dick! So he said this already, right? Yeah, devious looking Russian.
It's when he comes in, it's when it changes up.
The question mark.
It's like Bow!
And answer course is staring at us in the face.
I'm not sure.
Juicing the shoes.
Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I'm not there yet.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm there now. I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Ryunosuke, he got that baby face forever, huh? He said, I ain't gonna grow facial hair. He's just a little guy. He's a little baby.
Seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a key word here, Naruto-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, but how?
I think we should try by taking a hard look at Mr. Roylott.
I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on.
Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better...
Then what?
Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruto-san.
Why am I the one to do something about this?
I mean, well, anyway, you are trying to figure this out, aren't you?
Exactly. This is your crime, Ryunosuke. Your life is on the line.
Don't you want to prove yourself innocent?
Kazu would be shaking his head up there in heaven, being like, this guy doesn't want to get it right. Too busy thinking about booze, but he can't even have the motivation to stand up for himself. Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Well, if we just turn around... Oh! What is this?
Oh my god, what is this? What is this?
What the?
Oh, yes!
What's this? Oh, I didn't... Hold, I pressed X. I pressed X. I'll be Susato then.
I'm so sorry.
It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks. No, the color's not the point. The point is, what's it doing on the back of Mr. Roylott's head? And how is it growing out from underneath his thick black hair? Oh yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising. Something's definitely not right here. Then I press... Yes! Yes! Oh, Ryunosuke's little Cirque is so cute. I love him. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport.
Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose.
Right? Is that true?
Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man.
You're not a man at all. You're a woman. And judging from the length and sheen of your hair...
Only still very much in your youth.
Oh no!
Whoa! It cracked a little bit.
If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected.
The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of those magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence that shed light on the matter.
Oh, right. He was saying this shit already. I was just sitting there waiting for you to read it.
It's like, no, I read this one.
Well, that was a shock. I had no idea the old man was really a young woman in disguise. Did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise, Naruto-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts of Mr. Schultz.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Are you jealous? I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business, not strictly
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' abduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true. Given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
I suppose it's because the abduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Oh, yes.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we know now, understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've rather read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best. Do we want to
press X?
I presented...
We got presented.
The wrong thing. I presented the newspaper, but I forgot you had to turn around to look at it.
Oh my god.
You make my mistake because Shom said something about it, so...
Oh, did he? Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ryunosuke's so confident in himself. Look at him.
Hold on. Oh, Shom's appeared in here! What the heck? I clicked on the page and he's talking. Like his sprite's just
really?
Here. Yes, it looks good!
Oh my goodness, can I look at it too? Hold on. You clicked on the back of the page?
No, the front with the villain Brushevik.
Okay.
Roshevik. You just click with X, like to examine it, and he's just here talking.
Sato said something. Can't read regression on me.
She did.
Not even.
I thought.
Oh, there he is.
Very, very good.
Spicy. Are you gonna read it?
Well, I don't know where we are.
The pair of you floundering is a sorry sight.
I am on it reveals also. I accidentally pressed forward.
Article, this front page of this newspaper is concerned with the fierce Russian revolutionary. It reads, a revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Yes, you told us that before. It reveals also that those who see the man scream with their own eyes never live to tell a tale. Oh my goodness, he is fearsome! Well, presumably the newspaper photographer was right, wasn't he? I love Ryunosuke. He is insane. The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises the beard, I agree you need only shave it off. I'm not quite sure that's the problem, Mr. Shantz. Now looking at the back, okay? But also, you gotta present the newspaper before looking at the back.
Okay, so I just present the front right here with him?
Yes.
Okay. How do I... Wait. Present?
Just press triangle on the front of the newspaper.
Oh, he is very confident.
Excuse me.
Are you quite concentrating? You identify exactly what I did originally.
Oh, yes. So I have. Sorry.
Well, I do understand. As intimate as I am. No.
Imitatable, not intimate. That means he really did grab Ryunosuke's dick. He said, ow!
Imitable as I am, people do like to try. But you won't make a great detective like that, nor even a great detective's assistant.
An assistant's assistant, then? Alright, I'll think again. Ouch. That shit hurted. Mr. Roylott isn't a merciless revolutionary at all.
No, he is even Mr. Under that disguise, he is a young woman.
Really make you think. And I do feel like we might have some evidence here somewhere that might reveal who she really is.
Let's have a look through all the evidence we've gathered so far to see if we can find it.
Alright, now we look at the back.
Alright.
And then present it, so...
Yeah, so it updates it, right? Her forehead kinda big.
5 head.
Wait, is this you? This is interesting.
Susato said that, right? Oh
No.
my goodness, no, it's because I already clicked on it, so...
Oh, I see.
You read it on
Have
your
you
own.
found something relevant, Naruto-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be
Messing this
interesting.
up.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? She's very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you?
What? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you've noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of this contents. Oh, thank you. Pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novavish Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are your Russian names so hard to remember? More like hard to pronounce. It appeared the woman was in the costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles?
I have no idea, but I'm quite sure. It must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Bata-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is the property of the Novavic ballet. It would seem that the director is beside herself with worry. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is very anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance of all ports sailing to Great Britain.
Could this be another case of the Russian fleeing his or her country?
Does seem to be the Russian thing to do.
Not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruto.
He tried to be freaking funny.
He ain't funny.
Alright, now I present...
The article about ballerina?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! The evidence that reveals your true identity, of course. The article about the ballerina. Missed a word.
That's right, you've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novavic ballerina disappears from Shanghai. We said this 5 times.
Right?
It would appear that we finally have to address you in your true name.
Yes, because your true identity is of that of the Nova Beach ballerinas prima ballerina.
God. Miss Nikolina Pavlova.
Oh, girl, watch out!
Girl.
Damn!
Oh my god! Yeah, you're gonna have to voice her.
Me? You're voicing the guy? That's still her. She's still the guy.
Yeah. I guess I'll voice her again. I was like, oh man, I'm voicing her again.
It doesn't matter again, to be fair, because that first time I couldn't voice anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I could be her, I guess, but I already Biff Stroganoff.
Alright. I will just be here.
You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone.
Our ballerina.
On the run!
Solved. Now next, grabs her by the throat. Why are you here?
Now, as for my second conclusion...
Oh, this doesn't...
Okay, it's the same one. Okay, it's the same dialogue, just now we see her.
Ah! Here we go. This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside of that traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I can see I'm gonna have to stop in and fix the great detective's mistake again.
You seem to look pleased, Naruto-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
What is that? What are you implying? What does that mean? Stop it. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. What's the matter, Naruto-san? Are you gay? Anyway. Oh my goodness, I clicked on the tiara, but I didn't press triangle. I always do that.
You just clicked X. I can too.
Wow, look at this dazzling tiara.
I've never seen anything like it. Those are real diamonds. Do you think... Oh, Naruto-san, try it on.
What? Me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful.
Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. What were you, Natsuki? You gonna try it on? Yes! Yes! The proof of your crime is surely this tiara.
Ah!
I believe that the tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novavik ballerina, is it not?
Ballet?
Ballet. Is that ballerina?
Her occupation.
It would appear to be. I'm infected. Identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article. And if the report is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary,
the crime you have committed is theft. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
yes, and you left your ballet troupe, unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you.
She got shot. Girl, you good?
Alright.
I have no one, no family, no friends. I am alone. I need money. But I do not steal the tiara. It was a present from, as you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me.
This girl is only 15 years old. She's run away from all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. But I'm still gonna print a crime on you, just so you know.
Alright, I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now.
Come. Let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean?
You have... Oh, what's this?
Staunchly.
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that this exists some reason why you wish to remain closed. Wish her to remain closed, probably. Is that not so, Miss Pavlov? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even though I have never laid eyes on them.
There's still someone in there.
Me. Oh, there. Okay, back to this dialogue.
Yakudo Soler. Oh.
Oh, different.
You've changed it. He's completely changed tack with his deduction now. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I was just saying it because it went away real fast.
I think Mr. Schultz is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? It's just a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her eyes... Hold on. Is that what it said? Because I pressed...
Her case?
I didn't
want to open her case?
I didn't finish reading and I pressed X. Would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true. But still, Miss Pavlova clearly did not cast her eyes in the direction I noticed it myself.
Did? My bad.
Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in that same area if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That's the real answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case, she revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. So I'm not going to press triangle, I'm going to just press X. I think they have to talk about it. Yeah. Because I think they have to press X up. I think they have to read about it and then realize, oh, it's talking about this.
The rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Bruya. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
It was exactly the same notice in our cabin, too. Ooh, our? I wonder what happens if you break the rules.
Oh dear, I'm sure the punishment would be severe, Miss... Naruto-san. You'd probably be left in the drift in the freezing cold ocean. Or shut inside a tiny wardrobe for days on end.
So I've actually been serving time for weeks now, have I? Triangle.
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Yes!
That's what he says when he... Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on the vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents.
This guy got like a tiny waist.
Also, that cat could have, like, also, the cat could have also suffocated there.
It could have, for sure. And yet, she didn't poke holes in there or nothing. Irresponsible. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item will move of its own accord. Bomb.
Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova.
Alright, that's his whole legs.
Case, right?
Body plus legs. Oh, fellas! Oh, well, alright, Becky, come on. You know we gotta do this.
Okay. Yes. Is
the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage. A pet! That was great. We'll just have to rehearse it.
We did.
Who's got the gun? Who keeps shooting her? Did you ever see this video of a guy trying to break in his ex-girlfriend's house and the girl's dad shoots him to death? I saw it.
What? What the heck?
He shot him like 3 times and then he died.
How many? 3 times?
Yeah, I think it was 3 times. He's trying to break into her house to hurt her.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, he was breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm. The guy's family was like, oh, but he was such a good guy. Like, no, not if he was trying to break into her house. Anyway, so clearly you aren't who you say you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
I'm not gonna lie. I miss being in the Old Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, alright, not gonna miss words, alright?
You're not missing a particular prosecutor or anything, are you?
I'm missing a certain little prosecutor. I'm missing him throwing fits and throwing shit around the courtroom, alright? There, I said it.
Oh dear.
Feel like shit, just want to see him again. Sean's not even looking at her, he's staring, like, wall-eyed.
I kept looking at that too, I'm also like, he's looking like...
I'm telling you, he's a smart weed. Mr. Naruhodo, I'm smarter when I'm high.
Shoot. That must be what's in his pipe.
It's weed. Sean,
wow.
Do you smoke opium?
You abscond during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard the vessel.
Which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed?
I mean, she was
gonna lie.
Disguised.
It's true.
But also, was her hair just like out the back when she did that? That's crazy.
But also, there are many other circumstances that let her sneak onto this ship.
That true. Everybody here was working with her.
Yeah.
Or a few people in particular, honestly, because they're Russian.
That chicken was delish. That chicken was delish.
Yeah. Nor to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the disguise of an old gentleman. And you intend to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Character development.
Oh man, this hit me with a new recipe.
Yet, to be a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
You wouldn't get it, Shones. If a woman has to disguise herself, she has to get rid of her hair. Winks. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin?
That vertical twinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally.
Hold on, I'm typing, but I can't because I'm drunk. I'm not drunk, I'm just a little tipsy. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself.
Disgust myself.
Disgust? Oh.
Girl, you said it wrong. Well,
I mean, it's not her native language to speak English.
She literally asked too. She's like, "How do you say it? Disgust?" Like, no, sweetie.
Yeah.
As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man. I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the front page, there was a picture of me.
Was it the back page?
Yeah. I mean, this could be the front if you think about it. They just assume that's the front.
Yeah.
I was so frightened I couldn't stop from screaming.
She saw herself, yeah.
Then she's like,
I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fast as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At least... At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. He's still mad about the door.
It just be like that sometimes, don't it?
It do. It truly do.
It do.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like this from time to time.
They don't think it'd be like what it do, but it is.
God.
Are these two even talking about the same thing?
I don't.
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case?
Wait, is traveling spelled with 2 L's?
It is in London. It's just like cancel. It's 2 L's in the UK.
You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in a much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, all right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something Mr. Shaw's great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Susato looks embarrassed, like, ah, jeez. Ah, jeez.
Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing.
Oh, yes? What?
Observe your wrists.
My...
Ah, your hands! You're cuffed again!
What? But how?
This man. Crazy. True to my word, I have restored your shackles.
Ugh. When? And why? Why am I cutting in?
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, Let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. Dun, dun, dun. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Alright, wait. Before you press her, it is rather late, and I do have to work in the morning.
Oh, true. Kept in the dark. Ugh. That's fair, that's fair. I'll save and quit. And then go to, special contents. And then I'll go over to auditorium and then the voice recitals, and you already know what I gotta do.
I already know what you're going to do. Because you're deprived.
I miss him, bros. I truly do. Look at this guy, huh? Daisuke. I did it. Anyway.